Hey you guys, today I want to talk about a new game that was just announced during Japan's Nintendo Direct, Reynatis. Watching the footage on screen, you may feel a wave of nostalgia. I know I did. And then when I heard the music,
東京渋谷この世界では強大な力を持つ魔法
the iconic, easily recognizable tones of Shimomura cut through the night sky as we were introduced to a character that bears a striking resemblance to Yozora. To top it all off, the scenario writer is Nojima of all people, the person who wrote the original plot for Final Fantasy Versus 13, as well as being heavily involved in the scenario writing for Kingdom Hearts. We also know that Shimomura received some interesting news from Nomura about the direction of Kingdom Hearts 4 during one of the most recent orchestra events, though she was unable to share what that meant exactly. Let's talk about all of this and how Reynatis could be a response to that. Hi, I'm Bio-Roxas. You might know me from my breakdowns and animations, or the psychology of different characters. I'm joined by Aimu today to talk about why this game struck such a nostalgic chord for us.
Hello, I'm Awesome in My World, Aimu for short, and I do analysis videos on gameplay and level design in regards to Kingdom Hearts specifically. I'm thrilled to be joining Bio-Roxas today to talk about this game.
I want to stress that this is a teaser for a game we hardly know, at literally 60 seconds. What we hope to do is pinpoint why exactly this game felt so familiar, and why so many people immediately thought of Versus 13 and Verum when they saw this trailer. We're not saying definitively that these things are facts, but rather we just wanted to point out the vast amount of similarities that we've noticed throughout this trailer.
What's interesting is that both studios involved in the project, Furyu and Natsume Atari, are technically not affiliated with Square Enix in terms of ownership or partnership. There's similarities between games all three studios put out, such as action RPGs, but other than Reynatis having freelance developers like Nojima, Shimomura, and Yusuke Naora, who worked on Final Fantasy XV on its project, Reynatis' studios are not connected with Square Enix.
I mentioned it before, but the music choice is incredibly reminiscent to the feeling of Final Fantasy Versus 13 and Final Fantasy 15. Shimomura has shown an aptitude for various styles with her music, so hearing something that evokes such a similar feeling feels a little too on the nose. Having the male character have such a strong aesthetic that is similar to Yozora also feels pretty on the nose, especially when he shifts into his liberation mode. His eyes glow red, similar to how both Yozora and Noctis would have a shift in eye color. While we have seen his weapon being a one-handed sword, that is not really something very unique in an action RPG. The actual combat is typical hack and slash with quick animations, and doesn't really evoke much from the small amount we have seen. Another thing that's not really unique is having two characters with colors that contrast each other. But this shot of them feels like such a callback to Noctis and Stella's face-off in one of the first trailers for Versus 13. The trailer ends off with this giant enemy crashing onto the scene, which gave me the same feeling as the Gigas crashing in during the Verum trailer. All of this being said in Shibuya with a knockoff Yozora just has some alarm bells ringing. I mean, if we wanted to go like the extra mile and really go crazy theorizing, Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 3 clearly states this isn't what he actually looks like. And this new character doesn't distinctly look exactly like Yozora. I think one of the things that really turned my head were these two tweets that dropped into my timeline. The first one is about how Reynatis in Latin is butt king, but shift that I to a U and you get born king. Really, I doubt that actually means anything, but having king in the name with Versus 13 and 15 having similar naming conventions did get my head to swivel a bit. The other is actually a bit more compelling though, in my opinion. KH Luminary tweeted out the close concepts of KH4's initial theme being something akin to contrast between people from different positions. The initial premise for Reynatis is a juvenile action RPG set in the realistic Shibuya Tokyo, where two protagonists in different positions fight for the world they desire. Like yeah, maybe that's just a coincidence, but all these coincidences just keep me scratching my head.
While Shibuya is a real place and has been used as a setting in multiple video games, anime, and other media, it's the art style of this project in addition to its setting that evokes Kingdom Hearts for me. Especially in this moment when the male protagonist, who definitely isn't Noctzora, is running through Shibuya at night. The art direction of this game is, again, not unique to this game or Kingdom Hearts, but it is similar. The main male character's outfit being similar to Yozora's doesn't help, neither does his run animation, which looks similar to Yozora's in the Verum commercial. But given that Quadratum has been made to some extent in KH3 Remind, which includes the 104 tower from The World Ends With You's Shibuya, and these similar art styles, this almost feels like it could be KH3 or even 4's Quadratum in a different shader and some asset changes, such as the 104 building being changed to 109, for example. Something to also point out is that Nomura mentioned in an interview after Kingdom Hearts 4's announcement that the next game could have either been KH4 or a Verum title. Since the Verum Rex and Yuzuru related content so far has been reminiscent of Versus 13, something both Nojima and Nomura worked on, I can't help but wonder if Nojima was able to take his Versus 13 ideas and pour them into Reynatis while Nomura worked on Verum Rex in Kingdom Hearts 4. There's also the more negative thought that Reynatis is actually Verum Rex, and the shakeup mentioned by Nomura at the Second Breath concert was referring to a possible deal where the IP was taken up by Fuburyu. This is all speculation, of course, but I do have it on good authority that Fuburyu has taken IPs considered risky by large publishers like Square Enix. Given we haven't heard anything about KH4 in almost 2 years, and barely anything on Missing Link despite how polished it looked in the recent closed beta, it's hard not to speculate what is going on internally at Square and how it affects Kingdom Hearts.
All in all, there's probably a high chance this is unlikely to really be any real connection, and maybe using themes and settings that Nojima has wanted to use since he made Versus 13. This is my theory in my head, is that Nojima and Nomura both are working on 2 separate projects, both using Versus 13 as the source material. So like Nomura has his Verum Rex, Nojima has his Reynatis, and they're both going to actualize the ideas that they had for Versus 13. I would love to hear your thoughts though down below. Did you see this when it came out? Is this on your radar? Did it remind you of, Verum Rex and Yuzuru? Let me know down below. Anyways, this is a shorter video. I just kind of wanted to make something that wasn't a huge character analysis or breakdown. It felt nice to just turn the mic on and ramble a bit about my thoughts about some news. So if you enjoy this, please share it around, drop a like, let me know if you like it by dropping a comment. That'll really helps me out. I want to try to get back into making some smaller videos for you guys, and not just making those big giant videos, because that really takes my attention away from the community. Speaking of community, I do have a Discord, and I'm trying to kind of reignite and get it kind of back up and going. There's a link down in the description below. I stream over on Twitch, sometimes here on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to go the extra mile, I do have a Patreon and channel memberships open, so if you want to support the channel, it greatly helps, especially with these bigger projects. You get access to early looks at content, as well as being able to vote on what the next non-Kingdom Hearts character analysis is. So I'm juggling Noctis, Lightning, and a couple other Final Fantasy characters. If you want to vote on which one you want to see first, become a channel member. Anyway, subscribe or share this video, and I'll see you in the next video.